Get it back, boys.
What's up, motherfuckers?
Hi guys!
Another episode of The Dorm. We got the beautiful Una in today.
The Numera Una.
The Numera Una. That's one.
Like the one and only.
For you stupid motherfuckers.
Yes, by the way.
Okay, so let's get this kicked off.
that down.
Where are you from, Una?
I'm originally from Serbia, but I live in LA now.
So what is it like over there?
It's different. It's very like homey, very small. Everyone knows everyone.
Mm-hmm. So it's like a smaller country?
Mm-hmm. It's very small. In the city I'm from too, it's not even the capital. So it's like literally when I come in town, everyone knows everyone. That's why I don't go home as often as I should. Because it's like...
So how long have you been in the Americas? Did you move over young or...?
It's been like 10 years now. Mm-hmm. And I lost my accent.
Right.
Completely.
You done got Americanized.
Yeah, super Americanized. But yeah, I like it better here. I like going home to visit, but I wouldn't like move.
When you think Una, like what's the end game? What are we looking at when we see the numero Una? Like, what are you trying to do? Like, as you climb up the ladder, like, what's the goal?
Just everything. Like, I think modeling is like the first kind of stepping stones. Definitely acting. I know we talked about that earlier. Mm-hmm. Acting, more commercials. I've done reality, but I want to get more into like shows and like just television.
Right. Like sitcom type stuff.
Yeah, stuff like that. And I love comedy. I have a thing for comedy. I do a lot of skits, just like for Instagram or All Deaf Digital. I don't know if you guys are familiar with them. So I work with them too, but just like funny stuff.
Right. So it's like more so like you just becoming like one of the faces. Like it's more so like you sound like you're trying to be a part of the world. Like
I just want to take over the world.
Yeah, like you just gotta like when we think Una, you trying to be on a first name basis. Like.
Exactly. Like that's just what it is. I think because people kind of like lock certain models in because we're just pretty and like a lot can't do it all. Mm-hmm. And it's like when you have a personality where you can do, more than just be pretty.
Right.
I think
So just standing there like being the picture girl. Like
yeah. So what about yourself? You said you want to act also?
I want to act too. I definitely fuck with acting. I look at rap, like you said, rap just a stepping stone. Mm-hmm. Like rap probably the first thing I'm gonna stop doing. Mm-hmm. It's fucked up, y'all. My fans had to find that out like that. But yeah, like rap probably the first thing I'm gonna stop doing. Like I rely my mindset on really like being a mogul for real, like a part of the world. Like I want AllStar JR to be like Jay-Z. I want him to be like Barack. Like I just want to be one of those real important people. So like. Right now, a lot of the shit I'm doing now is just to plant like the seeds and lay the foundation for that.
That's amazing. But it's like, what's your main passion? Like, I get it, you're going to stop music in general after. But is that your passion? Or is acting your ultimate?
What's crazy?
If you had to choose one.
If I had to choose one, I'd choose acting.
Yeah? How come have you started at all? Like, have you done anything?
Like, not
I guess what I'm asking is, like, why haven't you started that first? Before.
Because let me tell you something, being an up and coming actor not as lit as being an up and coming rapper.
It's not as easy, yeah.
Honestly, and like that's something like I been falling in love with it. Like I always wanted to act. Like I always thought that shit was dope. But like what rap gave me an opportunity to do was like even be in the field and be around. And like now, the more I just see, like being around Mula films, being around Joe, just being around people who done dealt with that type of stuff and still do it, is like. The passion for that just get bigger and bigger every day. So like that's why rap is cool. I love music. Mm-hmm. Like, I love music. Right now I can honestly say music is where my heart is right now. But I know like I fell in love with music just off repetition, Like this is what I end up doing and like, but in the back of my mind I always want to go elsewhere with this. Right. So that's really what it is. The difference between acting and music I think is initially, music actually requires less focus. They both require a lot of focus, but it seems like music will require less focus because even as an artist now, you can still like think about it. A lot of times we in control of writing the songs and just doing us, but like with those movies and something like you memorizing these scripts and like stuff that's not necessarily from you. Think about it as artists, it's more organic, like it's more us. Like if I want to say some shit, this is some shit I'm saying is not this 500-page script then 16 motherfuckers done wrote and just I damn near gotta remember your line too.
Right, so you know what to say after me. Absolutely. That's the only thing with acting, like I like it, but there's certain roles that I would be comfortable with. Like, I feel like to really deliver the role perfect, you have to become the character. So if that character is a freaking crazy person or like a killer or like, you know, something like that, like, you have to become it.
Right.
And for me personally, like, I'm not comfortable with becoming like anything I wouldn't want to be.
Right.
Get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
Like, because that's how people go crazy.
That's the type of stuff I like. Now, I would want it because I'm into that type of shit, like the total alternative of what the fuck you would expect me to be doing. Like, that's something more so I would be into because it was crazy. I really don't want to play a lot of roles. Like I don't never want to be cast really as like a rapper.
Right.
Like, it's just like that. Like, I want to push myself to, you know, really be an actor. I don't want to be typecast and stereotyped into these roles that's just like kind of like extensions of me.
Right.
Like, I really want to do, you know, like get into the art for real because I do feel like all of that is like a part of the art. That's dope as hell to me. Like, cause you really have to channel yourself, like to like.
Heck yeah.
Like, and I'm familiar like with that type of because I do a lot of writing. Like,
Yeah.
so it's like knowing like sometimes I have to channel myself to be like another artist or something, you know. Like, so. Like, I just think that's real dope for real. Like,
Yeah.
what you like about LA? You out there, what's the name with them LA niggas?
Well, you have to tell me what's the name is.
I was just seeing what you was open to admitting to. I was just seeing what you was open to admitting to.
What you said? What's the naming? I need.
They're like, oh yeah, hell yeah, I'm out there. Man.
Yeah, out there, all LA. No,
You like the California guys?
You know what? No, we just talked about that earlier. No, I feel like California men. I sense them before they even start talking, and it's like the same old scripted approaches.
What is it?
So I mean, it's just, you know, I'm this and that, and they're very into themselves in LA, and yeah, they're just. I don't even know. It's just a vibe. I can't even explain it in words sometimes. You just.
What kind of
feel
man
it.
do you like?
I don't know. I like, you know, it's just someone you connect with. I don't have like a long list of like, he gotta be this, he has to be this. I don't have like a list of stuff.
Right.
As long as we
It's
connect.
just more of a connection thing.
100%. Like, if we can vibe, if we can, you know, have something like beyond just the surface to talk about organically, then, because that's, believe it or not, rare. Like, you don't just, you know.
I think
a lot of people don't.
A lot of people can't hold a conversation
At all.
Like, literally can't hold. Like, I be telling a lot of little rap hoes like, hey bro, like, if worse come to worse, you know you can come over, just fuck me and leave, because you gonna make me hate you with all this dumbass talking. Like, if the pussy good and the talking bad, more pussy, less convo.
What's bad talking to you? Like, if you meet a girl and like you like how she looks or whatever, what's bad talking?
Like, once we just once we just can't connect, like, oh, you don't know anything. Like, when you just get to shooting shots at different conversations, like, anything. Like, man, Trump just on all type of bullshit. Who? The president, bitch.
Stop.
Like, you know, little shit like that. Or, like you don't know nothing about nothing. Like, you gotta think about how many people's like that. And then, like, with these females, like, in turn, the social media, a lot of females are just into themselves. Like, I've been one bitch, bro, and her biggest, like, accomplishment was like she's like how many followers she had.
That is horrible when I hear that. Like that's a virtual life. That if it could be collabed with your physical, awesome. But if that's your only life, like, get it together. Like, it's crazy.
Like, listen, first of all, I wouldn't even want to collab my life with my Instagram.
Well, you
all these stupid ass people go be with me, following me around everywhere. That shit crazy. I don't want that at all.
You don't have Instagram?
Yeah.
Oh.
But I'm talking about, like, you know how, like, Instagram has to stay Instagram, because, like, think about when people try to really mingle them, some people it's just like acting. Like, a lot of these people, these niggas on here with these guns and stuff, believe they kill people.
Yeah, they become anything.
Yeah, so like, no, I think that shit actually need to stay where it's at.
Yeah.
Because that's even a blurred line right now. A lot of people actually feel like social media, like, is the real world. Like, think about it. Even though, like, it's very prevalent, most people run off what they see on social media. Like, if it just work out, look, if the Shade Room posts that I'm your baby daddy, you know how many people? That's the story now.
Yeah, 100%.
Like,
it's
that's
insane
it. Look, not even read the comments, the fucking caption, nothing.
Just
That's the story.
I totally agree. But you know what? It's the people. It's the, I feel, small-minded people that make it that. Like, if you have the time and the energy and the patience to sit there and focus on what this person, that person, like, what are you
I
doing
used
for
to
you?
try to
What are
blame
you-
the people, but think about it like this. As time passes more and more, like, honestly, a lot of these people have been raised to be like this. I don't even think necessarily a lot of people small-minded no more. Like, they were raised in a setting and a generation that kind of boxed them in already. Like, because it's like this. Even the whole technology era is like everything is quick, fast. A lot of, like, even back in the day when I, like, get from older people, a lot of stuff was really built through time, like, and repetition and just constantly doing it and stuff. Like, think about, like, back in the day. I'm sure our grandparents, they probably went on so many dates and just stuff like that. Now, I'm going to DM you. Like, we go text, we go link up, and that's, like, everything is so much more quicker. So I don't necessarily think I don't think it's people being small-minded. I think people have not properly adjusted to the times, but at the same time, society didn't properly walk us into the times either. Mm-hmm. Like, that's how I feel about it, because there is no way, like how I can sit on Instagram and, like, I can post stuff, like, post my thoughts or whatever. Like, does that mean, like, that I'm just always on this? Or is, like, these just my thoughts at the time, you know? So it's like what social media has done is you can take one of my tweets from a day I was feeling this way, and the next thing you know, now this is your image. This is who you are.
That's true, yeah.
Because social media has become, like, everybody, like, even though I think I just said it, like, actually, it's like I'm there in contradicting myself. Like, we say social media, we let social media control us, but it's like, it's kind of, it all goes hand in hand.
That's true, but it's also up to you to hit the send button. Like, I feel like people, I hate when I see that, girls especially, going and venting about their boyfriend. He did this, he did that. Like, you're going to get back with him tomorrow, first of all, which is 90% of the case. Right. But it's like, don't put your business out there like that. Like, I'm very selective. Like, even when I, had a relationship, when I didn't, like, when I'm doing certain things, no one knows about. Because it's like, you don't want to put that out there.
But boom. That's why I said society didn't properly walk us into this. Because people are comfortable with doing this, because think about it. It's a lot of, like, even with single parent homes, whether it's the dad or the mom, with all the death and all this crazy shit, the actual real communication, people is venting to the fucking internet because she's saying she's saying so much about her nigga because she can't talk to him.
But why would you say that that's not considered small-minded? I get it. Society didn't walk us into it. That's small-minded. Talk to your guy, or just because they were raised like that doesn't.
But if culture and society has kind of been raising you not to actually be talking, how?
Snap out of it. Like, don't.
How do you just snap out of it?
You just, like, don't follow the crowd.
I don't think people just snapped out of slavery. Like, you can't just snap out of shit. Like, some shit has to really come. Like, think about it. These people would have to be taught certain things. Like, think about how school has changed. Like, the actual subjects and the stuff they teach in school is actually geared towards kind of making us sheep. Like, school is set up for you to be under, like, a blanket, under, like, a cloud.
100%.
So it's like,
I fully believe that.
They actually taken, like, natural organic teaching out the world. Because it's like they hurrying up, putting a label on stuff, putting it on the internet, and that's just that. No one wants to question it. Nobody wants to go in depth about anything anymore. It's like what social media and the internet and all that have done have made people conveniently lazy. Like, everybody's so lazy they don't even know it because it's a convenient lazy. Because I don't feel like I have to do certain shit because nobody else is doing it. You get what I'm saying?
But that's like, the problem. Why be concerned with anyone else? So that's what I think about. Like people see social media so much and so tune into that. Like, focus on your own shit. Focus on your own goals. And that's what I always think about. Like, get what I'm saying? People that get distracted. Because I was one of them sometimes. It's hard.
Yeah, I'm going to say that's hard.
It's hard. Like, because it's on your phone all the time. So you just have to learn how to just exit out. Give yourself some time.
I think that's definitely easier said than done because this is not I don't think this is an individual person problem no more. Maybe like at the beginning stages of the internet and stuff, like I think this is a real systematic, cultural, societal problem now.
I totally
like
agree,
this is nothing that can be solved with like a couple self-help seminars and shit. Like our country fucked up. Well, our world is fucked up now because of this. Like all the way. Like everything is somehow centered around somebody. Everybody got a page for something. The fucking water has a page. Like, you feel me? Like everything has a page. So I think it's just now the world is just conveniently lazy. I think people are now, to me, they more intelligent. They end up knowing more, like learning more, I would say.
Right, because it's available, yeah.
Like, yeah, they learn more. But I don't feel like people are as naturally as intelligent as they used to be. Because it's just not even set up like that. Like, first of all, the more time go on, everybody be so fucking high. These kids be, like, dumb as hell, too. Like, people really not understanding, like, what's happening. People only care about what's happening. You get what I'm saying? Like, okay, it's happening now, but you don't understand what's actually happening. This is a problem that's going to continue. Just because, like, we might look at it like, oh, people don't know how to communicate because of this social media shit. That's what's happening now. But in a minute, it's going to be even worse. And that's what's happening. You get what I'm saying?
Of course.
So
it's only going to become more and more and more to those people.
But then it's like this. This is not like no small group of people. Because no matter how strong I am, he is, or you are, versus certain internet shit, we probably would be outnumbered 20-3 on people who are conscious and know what's going on. That's why if you pick everything that kind of makes any type of sense stands out now on a whole different platform. Like even with the artists, like how J. Cole and Kendrick and them, like they really just are on the island.
Yeah.
You feel me?
For sure.
Everything sensible is actually isolated now. Like, and that just goes into the whole thing about it's set up for us to be sheep. Because anything that makes any type of logic is now looked at as kind of wrong.
It's set up, but, you know, I still agree it's up to you. It's set up like that. But if you have the brain and the mind power to, you know, cut all the left and right out and focus, not everyone does. And it takes a lot of courage, a lot of learning, etc. But if you have it to just... Left doesn't matter, right doesn't matter. This is what I have to do. Focus.
Yeah, and and that just leads to like I said, even with the rap shit, like I know they use like minority issues or even minority prosperity to control the majority. So it's like, yeah, I rap about certain things. It's my life. It's certain shit I've been through, but I also understand I'm building a platform to eventually use this for stuff that's way more positive.
Right.
You know,
of course,
it's like you kind of learn how to play the game with this world we live in to be able to really, you know.
Yeah, it's all a setup because you also want to be able to relate to people. So if you feel like someone will relate to what you're saying and etc., it's gonna build that platform stronger. Definitely,
even because like as an artist now, even with my music, is like I kind of came to a point where it's like, man, no matter what the world is set up, it's always gonna be more people trying than accomplished already.
Yeah.
Like a lot of artists, what they do is they detach themselves from their fans without even knowing it, because it's like they take their music to places where it's such a small group of people that can relate to this. You know?
Yeah.
Like so. I go through that as an artist, like making sure I try to stay like I never want my fans to just feel like they lost me.
Right.
Like, you know, I'm still like I want my fans to always feel like they could just link up and smoke a blunt with me. With in the back of their mind knowing that that's probably never gonna happen because the nigga be busy. Shit, you feel me? But it's like I want them to always feel comfortable, like, damn, that's my dog, you know? Because naturally I'm that type of person. I never want people to feel uncomfortable around me or to even feel like I feel like any of my fame or notoriety from what I do makes me feel like they less of, you know, like,
of course,
I'm really big on like just like equality and just everybody, you know, feeling good.
No, yeah. So you still have to be yourself in your music, but you should still be able to like cater to their opinions
you gotta cater
as well.
to
Yeah, no, I totally agree, and I think that's why a lot of artists lost it, because it's like it's the same shit sometimes. Like that's all you hear.
You can tell when the artist kind of just lost themselves.
Yeah,
like,
when it's just not. Yeah.
right.
When it's just not even them talking, it's like whatever the label may want them to say, or
and that bring depression, all type of shit. So it's just like
I can imagine, because it's like you're putting stuff out that you don't even believe in, and
case in point with like how you feel about acting,
Right, exactly. So I just think like, I mean, I definitely gave it like a trial run, but to me it was like my energy and me tapping into this thing that I would never want to feel like. I believe we're creators.
Right.
So, and I believe that if you tap into certain things and certain energies, that also, may manifest.
Right.
And that, even the thought of that is not worth it to me for any role. I don't care what it is.
So look for on y'all screen. Y'all be back looking for me on y'all screen in a couple days. Same shit. Tell me your social medias. Y'all gotta go follow me.
The Numera Una. Make sure you guys follow me.
Y'all know where I'm at on everything. AllStar JR 2724. We see y'all on the dorm next week, man.
Bye, guys.
4746.
Exclusive.